people, 16 episodes strong. What's good, good people? That thing just hit me. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to end this one early. I'm OBO, and over the years I've noticed gay is a scary word for a lot of people, which is wild because it's just gay. But don't worry, I've decided to be your gay coach. Everyone's talking about equality and love, but I don't know, it's just not adding up. I have not mastered my authenticity in every aspect of my life, so please use this as a part of the puzzle that you're creating to then be your full self. But I will say these three things have truly helped me. One, your counsel. Get around people who don't just provide you a good time, but who are interested in you, who you are and where you're going, and just all that is you. Get around some really solid people. Your company, your counsel is super important in cultivating who you truly are. Two, address those social fears, the things about you that you're afraid to speak out loud, that you are terrified of people finding out. Figure out what that's about. Figure out what that means. Why are you afraid? What is so scary about those things? I think then you'll find some more parts of who you are. And three, as cliche as this may sound, love on yourself as often and as intentionally as you can. All right, so raise your hand. I'm usually ashy. Raise your hand if you've been told maturity comes with age, or just keep on living, as if being yourself or finding yourself is inevitable. The reality is, a lot of us think that things we're called to, who we are, etc., are things that are just going to be easy. And they're going to come to us very simply. And I don't know if that's true. Matter of fact, I want to go on record saying I disagree. Just because something is your passion doesn't mean it won't require work, research, practice, and all the other things. It's really intentional self-work that cultivates an environment where you can one, be liberated, and two, liberate others. And that ultimately leads to the happiness that we are all seeking. So I always say there's three people that live within us: who we are, who we want to be, and who we have to be. And in my opinion, we are who we have to be for a very long time. Some of us never stop being who we have to be because there's so much going on in our lives, especially at an early age, right? Like you learn fairly early who you have to be to receive the love you want, to receive the attention you want, to get to the places you want to get to, all the things. And so it's often difficult to find yourself going backwards to find out, who am I?
I would like to see it.
Having to undo a lot of the things that you have been doing that have worked, right? Because I think we don't understand that a lot of who we are, a lot of the behaviors we're exhibiting and the performing we're doing has proven itself to work. And there's a little bit of fear attached to, well, what if who I actually am doesn't work? Which is more beneficial, right? Think about the idea of being yourself. We talk about habits. Habits take 21 days to create, right? And you've been decades worth of being who you have to be. And now to wake up one day and decide that I want to be who I am, it's going to take some intentional work. It's not going to be as simple as we think. And even for myself, I think when I did this channel, I thought that, okay, I've owned my sexuality, or I've presented who I was as far as my orientation. And now I'm kind of done doing work. Little did I know the work was almost beginning, right? Like now I get to have the opportunity to really dive into the other things that were performative about me, the other things that I can really do some self-work to understand and to embrace. Right? And then like knock down some of the things that have proven to work. We talk about this often in comparison, but there is a true luxury in being what is normative, right? And so to reject that is not always the most interesting or the most comforting thing to do. It just isn't. Not to mention there's so many things that we see. There's so much conditioning happen on an hourly basis throughout our days. Social media, TV, people we encounter. When we do anything, we're pretty much around outside stimuli that can help or hurt in cultivating who you truly are. I often think about my times in school, right? Remember when we were in school and you would just disagree, and you would find yourself almost disagreeing with the entire class, and they would call you the devil's advocate, or you're just looking for attention, but you truly just didn't agree with what they were talking about. I think that kind of starts this idea that maybe how I feel isn't valid. Maybe how I feel isn't necessary. Maybe I need to jump on the bandwagon of what everybody else is doing to then not be devil's advocate, not be whatever, right? Or not be othered. I've been talking about being othered for like weeks now, but I think there's this very othering, if that's a word, feeling attached to disagreeing, right? Attached to not fitting. And not fitting is not the easiest thing to do. Like, there's a lot of confidence that's required to be your true self. People's opinions can't be your problem. I know it's way easier said than done, but the opinions of others will really keep you in a box. Sometimes the box feels spacious, sometimes it feels tight, but again, don't let people control the amount of room, the claustrophobia you experience, right? Like, people's opinions are their opinions. I'm not saying they're invalid, they're just only true for them. Don't make them always true for you.
I know that's right.
I also think that there's a certain amount of grace that you need to give to yourself to be yourself, if that makes any sense, right? Like, because yourself is not this linear thing that's going to constantly stay the same. It's going to be, it's ever changing almost. I don't know about ever changing, I might have pushed it, but it's going to change, you know? Like, who I am today may be different than who I am tomorrow based on new information, based on a new feeling, based on an emotion, based on a mood, based on a lifestyle change, what have you. And so I think giving myself the opportunity to trust myself. Come on, I'm about to go somewhere with this one. Trust yourself, right? Like, trust, and that's a big struggle of mine too. Trust that you are who you think you are. Trust that you will do what you'll say that you will do. Trust if you are in a situation that will bring to the forefront who you truly are, it will be the person you believe yourself to be. That thing just hit me. Oh, shit, I'm back to the end. I'll see you guys in episode 17. Keep creating space. Peace.